Hey, fifth grade. First of all, let me just apologize for not being able to be live with you on Zoom today. But I have a lesson prepared for you that I do believe you guys will do very well on independently because we've been working really hard this past week to prepare ourselves to start writing our essay. So on my screen, you can see that I've displayed Google Classroom for you. Now, remember, this is just for my fifth grade traditional students. Um, the little message that I sent for you as a reminder, that I will not be available on Zoom today in the afternoon. I did, however, put the link right here for you to reach out to Miss Edwards if for some reason you are just having, a difficult time completing my assignment. Now, before you try and reach out to Miss Edwards, I want to make sure that you watch my video from beginning to end because it's quite possible that a question you have, I will answer right here. So let's go ahead and get started. In Google Classroom, I have an assignment that says a first draft introductory paragraph. This is all about our penguin oil rescue efforts. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this so we can view the assignment itself. And there we go. It's loading. Everything that I say to you here is also written in the directions on your screen. So I'm really trying to make sure that, you guys understand and are successful with writing your very first paragraph for this essay. Now, to review, you are writing an essay that compares how the articles by Lauren and Diane and the video describe penguin rescue efforts after oil spills. And let's go ahead and talk about some really important things that we need to remember when writing our introductory paragraphs. I've prepared just a little brief PowerPoint for us to kind of refer to, and this will also be posted on Google Classroom for you. So here's that writing prompt again. You always want to make sure we go back to that prompt and review for ourselves what exactly it is that we are writing about. Now, there are things that our body paragraph must include. First of all, in every paragraph that you write, that very first line needs to be indented. And remember, the easiest way to indent is to just go ahead and click the tab key, which is on the left side of your keyboard, so that you have indented that first line. So that's super simple, step one, right? Let me move myself down. Okay, so in our introduction, we need to provide some background information. The background information is going to provide your reader with all the information that they need to better understand your essay. So this particular essay is all about the oil rescue efforts. So you may want to introduce how did the oil get there? Maybe set up the scene for us, give the reader an idea of where this oil spill occurred. And, you're just giving like a little sneak peek. Think of it as a preview in a movie, right? They don't tell you everything in the preview. You're just getting enough information to make you want to continue and watch the movie, or in our case, write and read our essay. So let's go ahead and move along. The third thing that must be included in your essay is the statement of your claim. Now, remember, you guys already created your claim statements in our outlines. I mean, we worked so hard to get those outlines completed, and they're the key to your successful essay. So at that point, when you're ready to put in your claim, go back into your outline that we worked on Wednesday and Thursday, and you can simply copy and paste it into your introduction because you've already taken the time to write your claim. So once our claim is in, we must remember that the introduction should also include the author and titles of the sources in which we are getting our information. Now, remember, Mrs. Gilbert hooked you up there, and when we wrote our claim, we actually made sure that the title and author was also included in that sentence. So 3 and 4 on this PowerPoint, this little Google slide, we've already done, guys. So this should be very familiar for us. Next is that we need to make sure we have some key words included in the introduction. Keywords are words that we used in the from the writing prompt itself. So I'm going to backwards and do a little rewind back to my very first slide to look at this writing prompt. Now, in the writing prompt, the question is asking for us to compare how these sources are describing penguin rescue efforts. So penguin rescue efforts of an oil spill is something that you want to make sure is included in your outline. I mean, in your introduction paragraph. And we've already put a keyword in our claim, and it is that they depict or reveal what actually occurred during these rescue efforts. So let's go ahead and go back to where we were. I always move myself around, sorry. So keywords are going to be, directly from our prompt and words that we used in our claim. Then the next part is a preview of what your essay will cover. Now, remember, our essay is covering things that are both similar and different from those perspectives of the accounts of what happened during the oil spill. So we talked about in our outline, and this is a great opportunity to go back into the outline and kind of look to see, what is it that I'm going to be writing about? Why don't we take a second and look? So I can go back into my Google Classroom, just as a little reminder for you, and clicking the classwork tab and going down to writing an outline. I can view that assignment. And from here is the outline that we've created. It's loading. Let's wait patiently. Here we go. We're going to be talking about the preview, and what should be included in your introduction is how it's loading slow. And we're looking at our claims. So the first claim that we created is what was similar among all of the texts. And it was that it shows the efforts that the volunteers and workers made. And scrolling down further, I'm looking for, on the left-hand side of our outline, for some things that were similar or different. Oh, here's the difference. They were told in different points of view, right? So in our introduction, we want to include that these sources provided us a insight from different perspectives, right? We learned how the penguins felt, and we also learned how challenging it was for the volunteers and workers to assist these penguins. So the similarities and differences that we identify and that we support with examples and evidence from the text, that's what we're giving a preview on. Now let me just go back and we'll finish this up, and I'm going to give you some time to write your essay. And then I'll give you an example as to what we should have included in our essay. So here we go. We have our preview, right? What's similar? What's different? And of course, the last thing that your introduction paragraph should include appropriate transitions as needed and any higher level vocab. Now, we talked about this. We talked about using those big, juicy words that Miss Gilbert likes to call them. So you've already used higher level vocab in your outline. We use those words like depict or reveal. Now, I did, as a little bonus for you, put them into Google Classroom. So before you start writing your intro, if you'd like to take a minute and open up this particular document, let me go back. Sorry, to our first draft assignment that you're working on today. And when you view the assignment, you will see under the instructions that I also, oh no, I didn't post it there. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to go there now. I know it's in my other Google Classroom. Sorry, guys. I had it posted for 6th grade, so I'll make sure I copy and paste it there for you. This is when I multitask and I need to check my checklist that I have everything I need. Instructions. There we go. Here it is. So this I will also put in that assignment for you. This is a document that has great examples of explanation words and transitions for you to use in your essay, not just in the introduction, but in the body paragraphs and the conclusion. So what I'd like for you to do right now is pause my video and give yourself the chance to write the introduction paragraph. Once your introduction paragraph is done, I want you to come back and we will go ahead and look at an example of an introduction paragraph so you can check off and see, did you include these? Did you miss anything? And then you'll be able to turn in your work for the day. And we'll take the rest of our period doing some independent reading from Fever 1793. So go ahead and pause your video. All right, everyone. I'm assuming now that you've unpaused your video, you are ready to move on. So here is the example that I have for you, and let's go through this. Rescuing penguins is a very complex process. That first arrow, what do you guys think? What strength do you see highlighted here? If you said that it was indented, then you're correct. Nice job. That very first sentence, of course, in every paragraph must be indented. There it is. Again, just highlighting that we used our indent button. Pretty simple. And then this is the strength of providing some background context. Rescuing penguins is a very complex process. So if you have in your own introduction paragraph background context, check that little box off for yourself. You did it. Nice job. Now, what strength do you see here? The two articles, The Amazing Penguin Rescue by Lauren and The Amazing Penguin Rescue by Diane, as well as the video Treasure Oil Spill Penguins, all depict penguin rescue efforts after oil spills. These three sources all provide the reader with similar information about the oil spill in South Africa in the year 2000, but they do so in different ways. What strength is highlighted here? If you said that it contains our claim, then you are right. Do you have a claim in your introduction paragraph? Go ahead into your paragraph and double check that you do. If not, pause the video so you can make these corrections. All right, let's move on. What strength do you see highlighted here? It is the title and author of the sources that we are using in our paragraph. Did you remember to put the title and author in your introduction paragraph? Make sure, and if you need to make changes, pause my video and go ahead and make those adjustments. Let's move on and look at another strength. What do we see here? The words complex and rescue efforts, similar information, and different are highlighted. What is the strength that's highlighted? If you guess that it contains key words or synonyms of key words, then you're correct. So, what I want you to do is pause my video and double check that you have contained key words and synonyms for your introduction paragraph. Now, what strength do you see here? As well as all and but. What could that strength be? If you said that it used appropriate transitions, then reach on back and give yourself a pat because you're correct. And I want you to stop, pause the video, and make sure that you also have similar or something close to appropriate transitions in your intro. And remember, you can go back and look at that poster that I attached to your assignment so you can see if there's something you could borrow from. And here is another example of a strength highlighted. Articles, video, sources, similar and different. What strength is highlighted there? If you said that it uses specific domain specific words, then you are correct. Did you use words like articles, video, maybe all three sources, and how they are similar and also different in your introduction paragraph? Go ahead and look. Now, if you did, great job. If you did not, that's okay because you still have an opportunity to go in and make those changes. Now, what strengths do we see here? There's those words complex, depict, and provide. What is the strength that is here? Complex, depict. Those words make Mrs. Gilbert hungry. What do you think I'm going to say that the strength is? If you said that they used higher level vocab, ding, 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 you're correct. And I want you to go back into your essay and look to see if you have some juicy, higher level vocab words in your introduction. And if you don't, let's add them now. At this point, it's time for you to make any last minute revisions for your paragraph. Then I'd like for you to submit your work so that I can read it over and I can't wait to see what you came up with. Depending on the timing for you in our class, I'd like for you to take the rest of the period and read independently from Fever 1793. Take a seat on a couch in your bed, close the computer, and relax with your book. And remember, have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you guys on Monday next week. Bye.